Hey, morning guys, Jack here. Morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it may be, wherever you may be. Starting my walk for the day. Very late start. Hey, morning. Or rain last night. Check out the neighborhood. So I can get by the roosters without them all crowing. Nope, didn't work. It didn't happen. Check to see how much this dam up here is filling up the canal. Ooh, see, a lot of standing water from last night. Maybe a little muddy to cross here. And weave my way through. And then we'll get a good look. A little slippery too. My God. My God. All right. Dam seems to be doing its job. Doing over here where they took all the dirt. This appears to be becoming a trash barrel here. All that plastic just from yesterday. Here's somebody's coming by and dumping their trash in there. Is that the new landfill? You see that? They got that gate closed. The one up here is open. So yesterday had the police come by for their monthly visit. Make sure the expat is doing okay. It's become a monthly thing for the police here. They've been coming by every month. Missed them the last 2 months since we were in Sikior. And then I think the month before that I was actually taking a nap or something. And they didn't want to wake me, so that was good. But yeah, they started this about 3 months ago. But the starting part yesterday, they brought a form, and I'll put this form out at the end of the video to show you what information they're wanting from me. And like I said, I'm not comfortable with providing that information, especially when the Bureau of Immigration already has that for my visa. So Lynn's got some connections in the police department, some relatives that she will check with them to see if, number one, if I have to provide it, which I don't think I do. And the guy was telling, and one of the cops was telling me, you know, whatever you're comfortable with. Well, I'm not really comfortable with providing any of that information, to be quite honest with you. And I don't think I should if I'm filed under the Department of It or the Bureau of Immigration. I'm not concerned about you taking the information. I just don't want you spreading the information. I don't know who can look at that information here once it is captured. And like I said, you'll see the form. It's like a life story. I'm not comfortable at all with providing that information. That's why I'm talking about it now, because if any of you guys have been asked to provide that information, because I know some people have put out videos saying the police have come by, and especially here in Mindanao, they've come by and they will check on the expats in their area, the foreigners. There have been several videos on that on YouTube, but I've not seen one where they've provided any of these expats a form that they wanted them to fill out. Like I said, take a look at it at the end of the thing and let me know your thoughts, because they're not getting all the information they're requesting, that's for sure. Not even a majority of it. And you'll see why when you read the form. I'm not providing all that. It looks like a form for a police report, actually. Yeah, I don't know who's going to see that and how they're going to protect my privacy, my information on there. So yeah, I'm going to check it out. See what is the minimum necessary, which is probably just stuff for what's on my immigration card and what's on my ACR card. That's about the extent that I'm willing to provide, even if that much information. So, enough on that one. So I want to publicly thank Jim there for all the content he provides for me. Actually responded, put comments out there in his last video thanking him personally, but now I want to do it over YouTube as well. Man, he just keeps providing a wealth of information. I can't keep up with him, guys. I think I'll just have to do weekly updates on Jim. From his shorts to his latest video. I don't know if you saw that one. Of course, where he's bashing the wife and the family again. Like 3 straight videos now. And I talked about him yesterday when I saw the shorts and him getting drunk at the bar, and probably regretting now that he posted that video or that short, because he doesn't drink now. He even said in his yesterday video he doesn't drink, but here he was at the bar 2 or 3 days ago releasing that video of him drunk. At the bar. Like I said, he probably posted it when he was at the bar and didn't even realize it, because it was a short. Probably woke up the next day, blacked out, and said, "Whoa, I probably shouldn't have posted that." That would be my guess anyway. Morning, afternoon, whatever it may be. I think it's afternoon already. Wasn't even planning on walking today, taking the day off, but nah, it's hard to do. Get that Balak buy-in box, all those snacks in there, gotta walk them off. Can't be taking days off. Trying to get my physique like Jim so I can start flexing on my videos like he does. Yeah, right. But thanks, Jim. Thanks again for all the content you provide. So yesterday, he's talking, like I said, talking about his wife again, and how he was shocked because his stepdaughter, who was supposed to be in college, never made it to college because she was pregnant. Like, this is the same girl that he's talked about being in college for months now. When did he find this out? But it sounded to me like he hasn't been truthful the whole time about that, because he knew about it. He didn't say when his wife told him that she never went to college. I know him saying just a couple, maybe even a month ago, that she dropped out of college to have the baby. And he said that several times. And he's always putting in his comments that, you know, the only reason he's staying in the marriage is because he's going to take care of the kids, the stepchildren, and make sure that they get their education, and blah, 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 blah. Lies, 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 lies. From a truthful and honest man who doesn't edit his videos at all. Yeah, okay. Okay, and you haven't had a drink of alcohol in 8 months. Except for the drunk video heading to Cebu, arriving in Cebu, and the drunk video morning. And the drunk video from the bar just a couple days ago. Forget about those, Jim. But yeah, he's all upset because he put all this money out for a $600 laptop computer, guys. $600, Jim. Oh man, you could have bought your sports car with that. What he was bragging about the other day. All the money he sent there, he could have bought himself a new Corvette. Or a new Mustang GT, or Cobra. But nah, he's sending all the Philippines to build that big, beautiful 3-story house. I still don't know how he calls it a 3-story house when it's only 2 stories with a roof, sun deck for the third floor. That qualify? I don't know. Maybe it does. If you see all the video, his circular staircase going up there. Huh? You spent $75,000 on that house? Whoo! Yeah, your wife saw you coming on that one, didn't she? Saw you willing to put out the money on that. Of course, he didn't know until he came back after COVID that they didn't have a right-of-way. More lies from an honest man. So he goes to admit yesterday about the laptop that he had one of his, and like I said, we're just hearing about this now because this was done when he first left the Philippines, when he first skedaddled out of the country before he was going to be arrested. So yesterday he told us that he took the laptop, the $600 laptop for the stepdaughter that never went to school, but that's why she needed it. And he took that and he smashed it. In a drunken rage, maybe? Morning. Just for a walk. Get the exercise. Yeah, so he smashes the laptop. And then he goes on to talk about all the TVs he bought. And that he broke one of those too. In a drunken rage again? That would be my guess. That would certainly be my guess. But listening to the 15, 20 times we heard this story, guys, these are new developments. Jim told us accidentally about breaking the scooter when he blamed his wife for selling it. He told us that story once, but he's left it out ever since. If if I can get by these dogs. These dogs. So I'll be quiet. I'll be very, very quiet. All right, hopefully it's too warm for these dogs. One truck, followed by another truck. Big ass cornfields here. Now, I've been walking this road for nearly 2 years now, and this is the first time I've seen this much corn planted. Usually it's that small cornfield over there. This is what happens when they can't get water to the corn or water to the rice fields. They gotta switch it up midstream, make some kind of profit off the land. Well, let's hope it'll be a profit and not a loss. Yeah, so Jim, like I said, it broke the laptop. Amidst the breaking the laptop, breaking the TV, breaking the scooter, I've seen in his comments where he's admitted to doing steroids from his own email address, guys. Yeah, I got the proof on that too, Jim. I save everything just in case. Just in case. Just in case. Never be too careful is what I always say. Always be prepared. That's one of the reasons I decided to go for a walk, because our internet's down. And we've got a service complaining on it for a week now, because we're not getting the services we are paying for. And we're paying for 1 gigabyte of service, and the last 2 weeks we've been getting like 39 on a good day, 50 on a good day. So that's only more than 900. What is it? 900 megabytes less than what we should be getting for the contract we have. Hello. And now the whole internet down because they're resetting it. It takes you 3 hours to do a reset. And that wasn't the tech. He promised to come back out though. But we heard this last week as well. And they came by Lynn caught them on the drive-by last week. And they said a couple times, told her that they would be stopping back. They had another call to go to, but they would be stopping back. And they never did. So Lynn called them back a couple times and confronted them on it, and they gave the excuses again. So she went off on them on Saturday. She did the full on expat. She went off. She must take her lessons from me. Because if you pay for this and they give you that, you should be paying for that. If they promise you this, but they give you that, they should be giving you this. We're clear on that, folks? They're waiting for the tech to come back. And I sure hope he does for his sake. Or else Lynn will be making another call. And I would not want to be on the receiving end of that call.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, good morning. Good afternoon. Yeah, hopefully got it now. Used to the morning walks. It is a hot one. Heidi and Peru are both up in the AC room. Well, every room's AC, but only one turned on. You can see the mountains again in the distance. And I just started to watch the latest Antics live here Monday morning. 3 days in a row again? Huh. When they're supposed to be doing it 3 days a week? Sounds like a cry for help. A cry for money. Having a hard time buying them that pet food. the new goat stop. We got the goat stop here. So is that a cry for help? Let me know, guys. But luckily, they were, and of course they were wearing their silly wigs and mustaches, and I think probably Heidi's mustache was bigger than George. Oh, that's right, she didn't have on a fake one. Oh, damn! Shame on you, Jack. I was just so tired of seeing them. Why don't you just do a live stream every day? Do a podcast. But luckily the internet did go down 5 minutes into their live stream, so don't know what they were talking about. It seemed like they were starting to argue at one of the subscribers or commenters. She started going off on him about dressing George up as a woman. Like I said, they can. George can take criticism. He's been called a lapdog enough, that's for sure. But Heidi, nah, she don't take the criticism well. Not one bit. So I don't know if it turned into a fight or not. But the guy that probably made the comment, he's already been banned. If you see yourself in this video and you want yourself removed or blurred, let me know, and I'll gladly make the changes. So watching my buddy's video, California Bear 619. Give him a follow, guys. Give him a follow. Help him get to 1,000. That's California Bear 619. But he titled his video something about what his son said when he got on the plane, because they were flying to Manila. Although I can't recall if he's given the reason they were going from Cebu up to Manila, but I'm sure we'll find out in due course. It was funny because whatever his son said, which I didn't really harping on or remember, he then asked his wife, "Do you need a bag?" And everyone with a Filipina over here knows exactly what that means. Do you need the bag or do you need the plastic? And if you're traveling, we all know what that means. Motion sickness, air sickness, seasickness. Hello, what's up? Hello, how's everyone doing? Hello, 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 everybody in their uniform, huh? Have a good day. Hey, what's up? Yeah, it's definitely recess. Definitely recess. But I know when.
What's your name?
It's not Joe. It's not Joe. It's my name's not Joe. Yeah, so as soon as he said that, you need a bag. I was like, where's the plastic? Get the plastic out. Get the air sickness bag out. Been there, done that, had those travels. Every time we get, which is funny because they could ride for hours in a trike. The kids, the parents, they can ride forever in a trike. But you get them in a van, you get them on a bus, you get them in a plane, you get them on a boat. They don't take that Dramamine an hour before. Man, you better have plenty of plastic bags. I'm sure some of the people watching this can surely relate to that. But like I said, you get them on a trike or a motorbike, you get 5 people on a motorbike, 10 people on the trike, and not one of them will get motion sickness. It astounds me. Absolutely astounds me. And then once one person goes for that plastic, you know you're going to have others. So don't just bring one plastic bag on your travels. Bring a bunch. And that is the Jack spoken truth there, guys. No doubt about it. I don't hear any of these expats talking about that in their videos. And get on any bus, even by yourself, any bus, any rural transit series, any other bus, and you will see it. Since my security detail has taken remedial training at the schoolhouse, remedial security training. See, the storm's already heading in. And we're supposed to get some very strong ones this evening. That's one of the first times I've caught them. I've seen them in the weather forecast as severe thunderstorms. Usually it'd be pouring down rain at night on a thunderstorm, and you look at the radar and it's completely clear. And saying, what is this? Some kind of joke? Somehow I don't think they're using Doppler radar over here. All right, I think I can go ahead and hit the all clear here. Throw away the stick. But you can see the rice blooming now. just over the last week. On both sides. Till I get some good rice fields out of here. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Not sure what they were inspecting on the side of the road here. They were all out looking at the back there. They're all out looking at the side of the road for some reason. Maybe they're wondering who cut down their papaya trees or something. Who knows?